At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. News is also brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 775-751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, the victim of yesterday's fatal accident has been identified.
Bob Baker's Wild West Extravaganza begins tomorrow.
And a bike run to support the VFW Food Bank. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
And good evening, everyone. It's Thursday, October 11, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Nevada Highway Patrol has released information, including the identity of the driver who passed away as a result of a 2-vehicle accident yesterday morning on Highway 160 near Spring Mountain. Preliminary investigation revealed that at approximately 11 a.m., a teal 2002 Ford Thunderbird was traveling southbound on State Route 160 in the number 1 travel lane south of mile marker 22 in Clark County. A white 1994 Freightliner tractor was traveling northbound on State Route 160 in the number 1 travel lane, approaching the Ford. The driver of the Ford failed to maintain his travel lane and allowed the vehicle to cross the double yellow center lines, where both vehicles collided head-on. The driver of the Ford, 70-year-old Kent Ralston from Las Vegas, was pronounced dead on scene. The 42-year-old driver of the Freightliner from Tacoma, Washington, was transported to University Medical Center, where he was treated and released.
The debate between Vice President Joseph Biden and Representative Paul Ryan will be held tonight beginning at 6 p.m. The structure will be split into 9 10-minute segments, with Martha Radez, the moderator, choosing the topics for each. Ms. Radez is the senior foreign affairs correspondent for ABC News. She plans to alternate between domestic and foreign policy during the 90-minute debate.
A multi-million-dollar federal civil rights lawsuit has been filed by the parents of a special needs boy who was allegedly abused at Floyd Elementary School by his special education teacher and aides between 2007 and 2010. The Nye County School District is named as a defendant in the lawsuit, as well as the ex-Floyd principal Holly Lepisto, special education teacher Sarah Hopkins, and former aides Phyllis Duchesne and Catherine Cummings, who are all also being sued individually. The student Jonathan McNeil and his parents Kevin and Tammy McNeil are seeking more than $11 million in damages. The lawsuit notes that other students and parents may join the suit at a later date.
And officials at the Clark County Clerk's Office say they've seen a jump in marriage license applications in the days leading up to today, 10, 11, 12. Clark County Clerk Diana Alba says her office processed 443 applications on Wednesday, up from 175 on a typical Wednesday. Tuesday's numbers were also about twice the average. She ramped up staffing a few days earlier to deal with the increased demand. Alba says couples tend to gravitate towards numerically interesting wedding dates, but says it's hard to predict exactly how popular a particular date will be. She says Thursday's special date isn't nearly as big as last year's 11-11-11, which fell on a Friday. The county was getting about 1,000 applications a day immediately before that unique date.
We better get ready for 12-12-12 this year. Anyways, as we head into our first break, here's Mr. Movie Phone.
I'm Mr. Movie Phone. Grab your blankie and some plastic pants, because you may not survive my weekend movie preview next.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
Action! Happy weekend, everybody. I'm Mr. Movie Phone with your weekend movie preview. This week at the movies, there's a movie within a movie. What? Here comes the boom! And evil is always bad, but this time, it's sinister.
Sweetheart, what are you doing?
Painting. I wanted to paint her picture.
Who are you talking about?
Stephanie. She used to live here.
Ethan Hawke is a crime writer who discovers an ancient demon who uses old family films to cross over, murder families, and pull the kids over to the other side. The Real Deal, the best horror film to hit theaters this year. It'd be good to bring an extra pair of shorts to the movies with you. You know what I'm saying? I think that you do. I'm in. The lives of 6 Americans are on the line in Argo.
I need you to help me make a fake movie.
So you want to come to Hollywood and act like a big shot without actually doing anything?
Yeah.
You'll fit right in.
Written and directed by Ben Affleck, it's based on the true story of 6 American hostages who, during the Iran hostage crisis, managed to escape to safety by posing as filmmakers pretending to be making a movie. The Real Deal, a crackerjack, wildly entertaining thriller with an A-plus cast. Affleck ups his game with Argo, one of the best films of the year. I'm in. A teacher is putting up his dukes, and here comes the boom. All right, everybody, let's get our story straight. Derek did it. Kevin James plays a slacker biology teacher who moonlights as an MMA fighter, raising money to save the school's music program and its teacher, played by Henry Winkler. The Real Deal? Well, about as much fun as being put in a rear naked chokehold. Come on, Kevin James. Here comes the boom, and there goes your career. I'm out. All right, remember, for your showtimes, your tickets, my 6-second review, so much more, go to MoviePhone.com. And if you want to drop me a note, it's Facebook.com/MrMoviePhone, or tweet me right. It's 6-second reviews. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the movies. That's a wrap.
President Barack Obama hosted a Get Out the Vote Saturday event at the House of Blues featuring John Bon Jovi, Aisha Tyler of The Ghost Whisperer, and Jesse Williams from Grey's Anatomy.
The early Saturday event was a free concert for all Nevada residents. The event focused on issues for the upcoming presidential election and to encourage Nevada residents to vote as early as possible. John Bon Jovi performed some of his greatest hits.
You guys excited to welcome John Bon Jovi back to Vegas? I'm excited about that. I'm even more excited to get Obama back in the White House, our president, Barack Obama, back in the White House. Well, I'm ready, and that's why, we're here today with you guys. And the best way to keep Obama in the White House and fighting for middle-class families is to make sure we're exercising our right to vote, making sure we know that we're registered, making sure those around us are registered. And if we don't know something, we find out by asking.
Along with other entertainers, John Bon Jovi also spoke about his views of the president and why we should re-elect him for another term.
This is a very important election for all of us. And, you can't just sit around hoping for change. But in truth, you can affect change. And you have to, in fact, by coming here, by helping register voters, by listening as well as spewing your own viewpoints. You have to listen too. I think it's only fair, right? That you could be the change you want to be, but it's going to take what I always have referred to as the power of we to make a difference. Not just government alone, they can't get it done. Not just the private sector alone, we can't get it done. But the collective we have still got a chance because this is still the greatest country in the world, and you have to work to do your part to make it that shining light. Make sure you get out and vote. If you do anything, just make sure you get out and vote.
Whether you support Obama, Romney, or any of the other candidates for president, the hundreds of locals that attended the Saturday event rocked the afternoon away to John Bon Jovi's greatest hits. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And thank you to Doug Brendel and Terry Sveda for the footage of that event.
Looks like it was a great time. Well, now here's your news across Nevada.
Nevada's gas price shot up to $3.93 per gallon after northern city prices shot up in line with California, and southern cities trailed far behind. AAA said on Tuesday that some northern Nevada metropolitan areas supplied by California saw their fuel prices jump 24 cents in a single week. The price hike is blamed on a power outage at an ExxonMobil refinery in Southern California. The average gas price in Sparks, Nevada is $4.28 per gallon, while Reno stands at $4.24 and Carson City's average at $4.22 a gallon. Meanwhile, Las Vegas costs around $3.77 per gallon, and North Las Vegas gas averages at $3.73. Nevada's average gas price is up 12 cents from a month ago and 33 cents up from a year ago. The state's average price ranks 10th in the nation. Nevada's foreclosure rate remains 5th in the nation after big drops in activity compared with last year. Reality Track reports today that Nevada's September foreclosure rate is down 19% from August and down more than 75% from the same time last year. The drop reflects the national foreclosure picture for the month of September. Reality Track reports the lowest total number of foreclosure filings nationally since July of 2007. 1 in every 496 properties in Nevada saw some sort of foreclosure filing last month. That rate fell far behind Florida, California, Illinois, and Arizona. The state's rate has been declining as lenders adjust to a state law requiring more paperwork to launch a foreclosure. That law took effect last October and dramatically slowed Nevada foreclosure activity. More than 90,000 Nevada taxpayers have yet to file a federal income tax return, the Internal Revenue Service said today. The government agency mentioned that number to remind most of those people that the extension deadline is on October 15th. The IRS said taxpayers filed an extension on their 2011 tax returns. The 2011 deadline was on April 17th. Several other people, like military members deployed in combat zones, have different filing deadlines, according to the IRS. The agency says they have at least 180 days after leaving the combat zone to both file returns and pay any taxes due. The IRS also encouraged taxpayers to double-check returns to see if they qualify for often overlooked tax benefits. For more information, you can visit them on the web at irs.gov. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
And as we head into the break, here's a word from candidate Harley Culkin.
This is Harley Culkin, Senate District 19 candidate. As you know, I have two opponents. They both live in northern Nevada. Northern Nevada's economy is based on mining. Golkachia lives in Eureka County. With less than 2,000 people and mining, they have over $90 million in the bank and not too many worries. Their employment for the mines comes from Elko County, and these people spend over 3 hours a day traveling and long hours at work, which causes problems for Elko County. They have domestic abuse, drug and alcoholism problems that they have a hard time dealing with because Eureka County reaps all the rewards of the mine other than the paychecks, and so Elko is doing well as far as economy, so to speak, but they have these social issues. Well, we have a totally different environment down here. We don't have mining, we don't have large industry, we're suffering down here, just trying to exist with basic things. We need our voice in Carson City. And Southern Nevada economy is based on gaming in Las Vegas. It's down 17%. This race is not about Republican, Democrat, whatever. As you know, for years I've been talking about development of the fairgrounds, and that is the salvation of our community to bring in jobs and tourists and so on, and that is moving forward. And we need bold new ideas to help our state and help Pahrump. Otherwise, as economists say, long after other states recover, we're still going to be suffering. Nevada's biggest problem is it refuses to diversify its economy, and so it just wants to live off of gaming and mining. We need to bring in ththings like Yucca Mountain. What a cavalier attitude, right? The state is broke, 37.4% short on its budget. Gokachio is also assemblyman. He's the number 2 spender in the